Hey friends, this is Father Feroz Fernandes. Welcome to watch my videos. Kindly subscribe my videos and we will be talking about different topics of spirituality here. Do not be afraid. Imagine you hear these words during a time of a global pandemic when life is governed by fear. People are buying in bulk. Stock market is going down because people are deciding based on fear. Our life is disrupted, and the Bible tells us these powerful words: do not be afraid. And now you will be surprised that these words, do not be afraid or fear not, is found in the Bible 365 times. It means something very important. What does it mean? Do not be afraid means to have faith. It means to fight fear with faith. These words, do not be afraid, is more about faith than about fear. In fact, it is a friendly advice for someone who is startled to be calm, to be still, and know that God is doing something wonderful. When these words are used in the Bible, they are used to calm down someone who was startled, like Mary, like the shepherds, like Zechariah in the infancy narratives, like the disciples at transfiguration and post-resurrection accounts, like the women at the tomb. When these words are said, it is said to calm down because they were terrified. This was something extraordinary. They did not even imagine that this thing could happen. Jesus is saying these words, or God is saying these words to calm them down and to realize that it's something about faith here. To have faith in God who is beginning something wonderful. Now, since we have already talked about this, faith builds on faith and fear generates fear. Faith challenges fear, but fear disrupts faith. Don't fear challenges, but fear of faith without challenges. Fear may mess things up in our life, but with faith, God is beginning something wonderful. Fear may be our natural response when we perceive a threat to our security, and therefore fear creates a hindrance to a normal way of life. If do not be afraid means to have faith and fight fear with faith, what is the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom means? Fear, according to the biblical terms, it's used in many different words. Fear, terrified, awe, honor, and worship. This is the same word that is used to mean fear. You can be terrified, you may be in awe, you may start worshipping. These are the root words for fear used in the Bible. So when you say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, you have discovered a God who is awesome. You are in the presence of God who is awesome. And therefore, just relate this to these disciples of Jesus or to the different aspects of the New Testament words. Do not be afraid. They were in the presence of Jesus who was awesome. He was the Son of God. They were in awe. They could not even believe. And that was the beginning of a transformation. That was the beginning of their faith. That was the beginning of a new journey. And therefore, whenever we hear these words from the Bible, do not be afraid. It is an invitation for us to have faith. It is an invitation to enter into a journey with a God who is awesome. God tells us something beautiful in Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. In times of fear, remember that God is with you. Meditate on who God is and trust in God's promise to be your protection. Fear leads us to trust God, and trusting in God, we will discover the fruits of the Spirit. And now you know, do not be afraid is the beginning of faith to see awesome things that God does in our life. It is a blessing to be in the presence of God. God is awesome, and we discover it when we hear these words. Do not be afraid. We discover this great God that we love. Amen. Blessings. My dear friends, enjoy this video. Please subscribe it, share with your friends, and hit the like button. I would appreciate you sharing these videos with others.